doing it? Anybody doing it? Oh, Steve, where you working? I don't know. Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey, welcome. All right. Now, Vic, were you like the source guy a long time ago? Oh, I remember that face. When I saw it online, I said, oh, that's the source guy. Okay, yeah. All right. All right. Today is gonna be a wonderful day. I am healthy, whole, in every way. Today is gonna be a wonderful day, for God has blessed me in a beautiful way. There's light in my soul, for God created me whole. What a wonderful day. Today is gonna be a wonderful day. I am healthy, whole, in every way. Today is gonna be a wonderful day, for God has blessed me in a beautiful way. There's light in my soul, for God created me whole. What a wonderful day. Today, come on. Oh, today is gonna be a wonderful day. I am healthy, whole, in every way. Today is gonna be a wonderful day, for God has blessed me in a beautiful way. There's light in my soul, for God created me whole. What a wonderful day. What a wonderful day. Today, what a wonderful day. Today, yeah. What a wonderful day. Today, what a wonderful day. Today, yeah. You know, we gotta say those things, even though it's a little cloudy, you know. But it's a wonderful day, yeah. And surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy around us. I see love in every face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Well, good morning again, everybody. Friends here, yeah, and online. Welcome to our first Sunday service of 2025. I'm going to light the Christ candle here. Which one? Push. Turn this one. Thank you, Eric. let's settle into quietness for a couple of minutes. You know how to breathe. Do that. Let's connect with loving spirit. Connect with loving spirit within yourself. We are so grateful for this new year and the new opportunities unfolding in our lives. We are thankful for this day as we begin anew and set intentions for the coming year. We affirm God's goodness expressing in and through us, leading us to our highest and greatest good. As we envision our lives in this new year, we give ourselves permission to shine, to blossom fully, and to show up powerful for all the good that is available to us. We are the perfect expression of God, and our lives reflect all the amazing qualities that we are as we remember that we are divine. And so it is. Thank you, God. Amen.
Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see love in every face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Happy days are here again. The skies above are clear again. So let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again. All together, let's shout it now. There's no one who can doubt it now. So let's tell the world about it now. Happy days are here again. Your cares and troubles are gone. There'll be no more from now on. From now on. Happy days are here. The skies above are clear again. So let's Tell the world about it now. Happy times, happy nights, happy days are here again. Days are here again. All right. Like I say, you gotta believe it. You gotta say it first. Happy days are here again. Make it happy. Okay. Love y'all. Happy New Year. All right.
The daily word we're sharing today is world peace. World peace begins in our hearts. We reflect upon the words of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who said, "Peace is not merely a distant goal that we seek, but a means by which we arrive at that goal. Peace in the world begins with us. It is up to us to live our peace and demonstrate what we are feeling in our hearts. We share our peaceful feelings by extending compassion, kindness, and love to others. We imagine how, through our example, others are inspired to do likewise until peace prevails worldwide. We remain realistic about the state of the world. Peace is not an escape from troubling circumstances. It is the path through them. As more and more people pursue peace and live it, the world will forever be changed." And from John 16:33, we read, "I have said this to you so that in me you may have peace. In the world you face persecution, but take courage. I have conquered the world."
Thank you so much, Judy. So we're going to be bringing back the daily word on what basis I don't know, but it was requested and we enjoy it. So happy January 2025 and welcome to Unity of Chattanooga Sunday Celebration Service. I'm Amanda Adamson and I am privileged to serve as the president of your board of trustees. Thank you, precious people, for joining us on this first Sunday of the new year. A special hello and Happy New Year's to our friends watching us on Facebook or YouTube. Let us know that you're here by sharing a comment or giving us a thumbs up. Do we have any newcomers with us this morning? Anyone that has not been here before? Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to bless you. Together now. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ in you. And the Christ in you refers to your divinity. To understand the Christ presence within you is to recognize the same sacred, powerful life source that Jesus and other enlightened beings tapped into and expressed throughout their lives. And, of course, this inspired many others to do the same, including ourselves. Unity promotes a holistic approach by offering practical spiritual tools instead of rules or dogma. These tools serve as the necessary stepping stones for embarking on a journey of self-discovery and personal development, paving the way for a fresh start and a renewed sense of purpose. I wrote breathe on here. I tend to rush. Choosing to walk the path of spiritual awakening, we make a conscious decision to welcome and honor the rich diversity inherent in the oneness of God. By celebrating our differences, we recognize the beauty in each individual's unique expression of faith. Embracing the universal truths that underlie all religions or no religions, we strive to create a space of acceptance and reverence for the variety of ways in which we seek to connect to the divine. So, the possibilities of this new year are limitless. Big changes are predicted in the areas of A1, robotics, space travel, and healthcare breakthroughs this year. But this is kind of the outer, this is the outer things that we can anticipate changes and progress that we hope to really be progress, but we'll learn. But what about spirituality? What about our inner world? So something that's a little fun is that in the line with the Chinese zodiac traditions, this year is marked as the year of the snake, determined by an ancient calendar that goes back over 2,000 years. In Chinese astrology, the year of the snake symbolizes transformation, revival, and spiritual enhancement. We learn from the natural world, if we pay attention, as we watch these snakes shedding their skin, and we see it as a symbol, the act of leaving behind the old and embracing new growth and good. The ideal will prevail through the year 2025 as we unload our past baggage and start a new journey of spiritual discovery and awakeness. The snake is a symbol of wisdom, creativity, and adaptability. Okay. So I want to ask, did everybody get a survey? There's just a little piece of paper with a few easy questions. If anyone didn't, please see Eric. Okay, so let's now, housekeeping. We're having some plumbing issues, so remember that when the basket goes around. No. So we have this restroom up here in here available, and we have the one downstairs, but the hall bathroom is closed. And do not flush paper towels. Okay, is that it? All right. Okay, so let's now stand and give a warm New Year's greetings with those in our immediate vicinity, and greet your neighbors with a handshake, a hug, or a smile. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm Eva.
Eva Colwick.
Happy New Year. Yes.
Colwick.
That's exactly right. And good morning. How are you? I'm Vic. I'm Lori. I think we've met before. You look familiar. Did you black suit? Yeah, that's where I remember you from. Good to see your face again. Yes. Happy New Year.
Sorry? No. Nicole Colwick. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, original. It's all right.
Happy New Year. How are you? Nicole Vic. Nice to see you too. Nice to be here. Thank you for your introduction. Thank you. And very nice. Thank you.
Hi there.
Hi again. Good to be here. Thank you. John Vic. Yes.
I take it off. Thank you. Appreciate it. You'll figure it
I've been called Eva the Elder for decades. And finally, it was like, Eric. Do you want to bang it?
Lori Cole.
No, I'll hold. Okay, we got all of our chattiness out. And today's guest speaker, Vic Sorrell, spoke for us when we were doing our services online during COVID, and it is wonderful to have him here in person with us today. He is a singer, songwriter, psychotherapist in training, and a proud graduate of the College of Social Work at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. After a rewarding 15-year career in HIV services, Vic is now pursuing his passion for helping others find healing and fulfillment as a future psychotherapist. Known for his love of music, especially Dolly Parton, who has been a lifelong inspiration, Vic brings a warm, heartfelt perspective to his life and work. Vic believes in the power of connection, connection, humor, and me too, and authentic spirituality to transform lives. Today, he invites us to pause, reflect, and find joy in possibility as we embark on a brand new year together. So please join me in welcoming Vic Sorrell.
All right. Well, good morning, Chattanooga. It's been about, I was just thinking about this a few minutes ago, it's been about 10 years since I've been here, and when I was here last, we were over on Black Street. Is that what it was? So I love your new home. It's cozy and perfect and warm, just like all of you. Thank you for the welcome. My partner Colard and I appreciate that this morning. You all have been so kind to say good morning and welcome us in, and that does make a huge difference. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. I am a believer in the healing power of humor. And I can assure you, for me, God is music and God is laughter, among many other things. And this morning on the way here, that was reiterated. I happened to get to be what they call the passenger princess when we're on road trips, because Colrick would rather drive and I would rather ride. So as I was riding along, I happened to glance over into the lane beside us, and there was a bumper sticker that read, "Live, laugh, lobotomy." And I thought, that's the God I know. Levity can certainly be healing and appropriate at times, and as was mentioned in the introduction, although not quite a graduate yet, I do anticipate graduating in May from the School of Social Work at University of Tennessee. And so mental illness is certainly not a laughing matter, so that's not what I mean. But what I do mean is live life lobotomy, in that sometimes our stinking thinking can certainly be laughable and can certainly be something that we might be better without. Do you agree? Yes. Yeah. So I think we're all, my visual is we're all on this 747 airplane. Maybe now it's a 767. I can't remember what the biggest one is now. But anyway, we're all boarded on the same flight, headed to a better experience of life on this planet. And the pilot comes across the loudspeaker and says, "Folks, we're too heavy. We need to lose some baggage if this plane is going to get off the ground." Do you follow me? So as we speak a little bit more this morning, I invite you to consider what piece of baggage, if only one, what piece of baggage you might be willing to let go of today. What did you bring in that you might be able to forgive while you're in this space? What story have you been telling yourself or about someone that's just too heavy to fly? Every single moment is a blank slate. Not just every day, every single moment. And a lot of times I speak about the principles introduced in A Course in Miracles. So for those of you who aren't familiar with A Course in Miracles, what I'll share with you is that the Course is a series of practical psycho-spirituality that is intended to help us experience inner peace through the practice of forgiveness. So all of the teachings from A Course in Miracles that I will refer to today are all aimed at helping us experience more peace as the result of being willing to forgive. And A Course in Miracles teaches us that if we are willing to live the truth that every single moment is a blank slate, then are we also willing to hold ourselves and others in contempt for past grievances? If every moment is a clean slate, why then would we be willing to hold ourselves and anyone in contempt? A Course in Miracles teaches us some very significant truths about grievances. Most importantly, you can have a miracle or you can have a grievance. You can't have both. Mutually exclusive. So in this moment, I invite you to breathe. And I invite you to consider your most recent grievance. Your most recent grievance. And now I invite you to consider how you might reconsider that grievance in order that it might be a miracle in your life. A Course in Miracles teaches us that all a miracle really is a shift in perceiving from fear to love. So I invite you to consider that grievance is somehow based in fear. And the opportunity is to shift the way you see that grievance through the power of love to the miraculous experience that you deserve. But I'm also here to remind us that in order to create our happiest Happy New Year this year, we have some work to do. There are things for us to do to co-create that experience for ourselves with God, as God. The Course in Miracles reminds us, your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. I'm going to read that again because that's the most important thing that you can remember from what I'm going to say today. Our task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find within ourselves the barriers that we hold against it. Breaking these barriers starts with asking, what story am I telling myself? What story am I telling myself about myself? What story am I telling myself about someone else? Amanda mentioned in her introduction this morning about the Christ presence. And our ability to experience ourselves as the Christ presence that we truly are depends on our ability to see that same Christ presence in everyone else. A Course in Miracles would teach us that we are all special, and therefore none are special. Miracles are natural. When miracles do not occur, it is the result of something having gone wrong. Stinking thinking. And here's the thing about miracles. We must remember that miracles are simple acts of love. Simple perceptions from fear to love. So I did want to offer you today some practical steps to co-creating, if you will, the happiest Happy New Year that you can possibly experience in 2025. But before I offer you the steps, and there are only 3, and there will not be a quiz. However, there will be a test when you leave here. I can assure you of that. We all know that. What I will offer to you is that the biggest indicator of how we will perceive is how we perceive ourselves. So I ask you in this moment, if someone asked you right now, what do you think you are? God's gift to the world? I hope you would say yes, and I hope you would say no different from you. How we perceive ourselves. Do you see yourselves as a miracle maker? Or someone hoping to be blessed with a miracle? There's a difference. And we all have a part in the miracles that we experience. So number 1, in order to create the best, the happiest Happy New Year that's possible for your life, forgive like it's your honor. Forgive like it's your honor to do so. Not your opportunity, not your obligation, your honor. Forgiveness isn't about letting people off the hook. It's about setting yourself free. Free to perceive in a way that can make miracles welcome. Marianne Williamson, in A Return to Love, writes, "The practice of forgiveness is our most important contribution to the healing of the world." Now, how many of you actually believe that if peace is to be in the world, it begins inside yourself? How many people actually believe that and see that there's a connection, and the only way that we can experience world peace is one life, one heart, one consciousness at a time? And we do that work here. Unfortunately, we are born forgetting, and yet we can come here to remember. And when we remember together, now there's something. Because where 2 or more are gathered, we know surely the presence of love is in that place. So forgive like it's your honor. Number 2, curate your inner playlist. What is the theme song of your life? Are you walking on sunshine? See? Or you sung blue, everybody knows you. The song of your life. When you wake up in the morning, what song would you play? The song of your anxiety, the song of your fear, or the song of your possibility? Because if you're still alive and you're still breathing, there is possibility for your life. It's possible for you to be a conduit for a miracle that day. It's possible for something that you've learned to make someone else's life a little easier. It's possible for your contribution to uplift. If you're here, you're needed. Curate your inner playlist. And number 3, celebrate every win. Celebrate every win. Sometimes I think we give our miracles away simply because we don't realize they're happening. We see a challenge as a burden, when actually that challenge is our growth. That challenge is our miracle unfolding. Celebrate the wins. If you find a parking place that you love, celebrate that. You know, there's no rule against celebrating too much and too often. So forgive like it's your honor. Curate your inner playlist. You get to decide the song that plays in your mind. And celebrate the wins. Give yourself credit. Let yourself off the hook. God does. In closing, we're going to offer a song in a few minutes that was a gift that I received 10, 12 years ago. The writers, Angela Cassett, you may know she wrote Something in Red for Lori Morgan and a few other well-known songs. And a good friend of mine, Kenya Walker. We used to travel together and sing as the group Source. They wrote a song together called Happy New Year. And in that song, one of the most important lyrics is believe in the magic within. Believe in the magic within. And what I wanted to share with you all today is that the magic within is the innocence that you allow to be true when you're willing to forgive. Think about the story of Cinderella. It was her innocence that was willing to believe, that had the audacity to believe that a fairy godmother could appear. And you know how we know this? Because in the movie, Cinderella says to the fairy godmother, "I thought you'd never get here." And the fairy godmother says, "You had to believe, otherwise I couldn't be here." It's our innocence. Some would suggest our naivete, our willingness to be open to the possibility that allows our magic to happen. Believe in the magic within. Have you ever seen a picture of yourself as an infant? Does everybody have that visual of your face as an infant? Maybe you were a month old. Maybe you were 2 months old. Who could ever question the value of that face? Who could ever question the innocence of that presence? That is still you. But will you allow yourself to see yourself as that innocence? So that innocence is not only the gift you give to yourself. That innocence is the gift that you give the world. Your willingness to see your own innocence. Your willingness to see the innocence of your neighbor. Yes, even the one who you don't like. We don't have to like everyone, thank God. But we must love ourselves as we love another and vice versa. We must love. Marianne Williamson's words. It's not naive to think that love must become our bottom line. What is naive is believing the human species can survive another 200 years if it does not. So, seeing the love we are and knowing the love that we are, let's take this into a time of meditation and allow ourselves to fully experience the love that we are. As we allow ourselves to relax, our shoulders to drop, and our breathing to simply happen easily. In this now moment, we recognize together we are fully supported by life. We exhale into the peace of knowing that all is well. As we continue to breathe and remember the love that we are, we shift our awareness through the mind's eye to move beyond our bodies to the observing perspective we know as our true nature. We relax into being the observer, not at the effect of the thinking of the world, but at the effect of the thinking of love, the infinite, the eternal. And through our mind's eye, we draw our focus now to our faces. As we observe just above our bodies and look down on our faces, we look into our own eyes, and suddenly we realize we're not seeing the faces that we saw in the mirror this morning. Instead, as we breathe and know that all is well, we see that our faces are the faces of the infant we remember in the pictures we've seen of ourselves. We allow ourselves in this moment to behold the innocence, the love, the possibility of this beautiful face. And we allow ourselves to remember we are always that baby. There is never a time that we are alive on this earth that the essence of that innocence is not available to us. We are always that innocence in any given moment. We are willing to let go and let God show us how God sees us. For God doesn't see the grievance. God doesn't see the error. God sees the love. Pure, eternal, and innocent. And as we continue to breathe together, we just say a silent thank you. For if it's the only prayer we ever pray, it is enough. Thank you for the opportunity that is my innocence. And so it is. Namaste.
Wow. fantastic. Thank you so much, Reverend Rick. That was Vic. That was incredible, and
Thank you.
And it made me regret not putting a question on our questionnaire. Feel free to list on the back or on the front your favorite speak. You know, we have this rotating speaker thing that we're doing. If you've had a couple of favorite speakers, and Reverend Vic comes to mind, put those names on your survey, please, because I apologize, I left that question off. Oh yeah, so powerful. I mean, what piece of baggage can we let go of so that the jumbo jet of 2025 can soar? I mean, that's a good question, right? I mean, that's one we can all answer, you know? And as you know, this is a part in our service now where we do our offering. So I make the bridge. What story are we telling ourselves about money? You know, because is it one of lack or is it one of abundance? And Reverend Vic mentioned stinking thinking, how we perceive ourselves and by extension our lives, and forgiving, which by extension giving, is an honor, right? So when we won't be able to carry the lack, like the two thoughts, we can't carry honor, we can't carry gratitude, and I'm sorry, what was it? We can't carry gratitude and grievance at the same time, right? We can't carry a sense of lack and abundance at the same time. So when we put that into motion, when we look at prosperity and abundance as energy, this is the time in our service where we can put that into motion, because we'll be able to soar when we let go of that sense of lack. So anyway, I offer that up. If everybody would like to do the offering statement with us. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love, and I receive in abundance. Yeah.
And so many. So every now and then I get to sing as well. And that was my first love, and will probably, aside from certain people, be my most treasured love in this life, is getting to sing and getting to communicate in that way and express. And so this song, Happy New Year, is of course speaks to being at the ending of a year, and even though we're already into our new year, we'll just for a moment imagine that it's New Year's Eve, because every moment is a fresh start. So Colrick, my partner, is going to sing with me. Thank you for that. And we offer you Happy New Year, and if you'd like to sing along, please know you're welcome to do that. So who is cueing the band? Somebody's cueing the band. Okay. There it is. Okay. That's it. Always in key. Now here we are at the ending, waiting and watching the time. All of us here saying goodbye to a year of our lives. And there'll be fireworks, I feel them coming. This is our year, so let's hit it running. And we'll ring out the old, bring in the new. Let true forgiveness forgiveness begin, then we'll let go the bad, hold to the good, believe in the magic within. Let hope replace fear, and let it start here. Let's make this our happy new year. Out the old and bring in the new. Let true forgiveness begin. Then we'll let go the bad, hold to the good, believe in the magic within. Let hope replace fear, and let it start here. Let's make this a happy new year. Bring out the old. Bring in the new. Bring in the new. Let true forgiveness begin. Let it begin. We'll let go the bad, hold to the good, believe in the magic within. Let hope replace fear. Oh, let it start here. Let's make this a happy. We can make it happen. Let's make this a happy new year. Happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Is this on? Is this on? On? Okay. Wow. Thank you so much, Vic and Korik. I appreciate that a lot. Y'all just are so good. You're so good. Well, the stars have aligned. And finally, since November, I have been wanting to honor one of our volunteers of the month, and I'm here and she's here, and I remembered. So this month, we want to give our volunteer spotlight a movement onto Eva Carter. Eva has been a part of Unity of Chattanooga for some time, and she's done her tour of duty on the board and as an officer and as president, I believe. She's worn many hats. Right now, she helps with our audio video, the live streaming, and she puts on our spiritual cinema. And a reminder, that's if it's going on this month, it's going to be this month also, on the last Friday of the month. And she runs like from work to here to do that. Do you know what I mean? And she's also donated these lovely rugs that help absorb some of our sound. But that's just the the tip of the iceberg. There's so much time and energy and love that we have so many members give to Unity of Chattanooga to make this possible. We love you and appreciate you, Eva. Okay, I'm going to talk fast. We have a few dozen announcements. So, this coming Thursday and every Thursday, the Wellness Warriors meet here at noon. This is a positive and practical support group for people dealing with health issues. Also this Thursday at 6:30 p.m., Amanda Adamson, that's me, will be facilitating the Unity Metaphysical Discussion Group. We're exploring the 12 faculties are powers of man, and this week's topic is our innate spiritual faculty of power, the power of power. Imagine that. which includes Dominion and Mastery. Join us for lively conversation and learning. Everyone is welcome. The group meets the second and fourth Thursday of each month. So next Sunday, on January 12th, we have invited Unity Minister Reverend Becky Whitehead from the Northwest Mountains of Georgia to join us as our guest speaker. She will be speaking on the power of thought. Boy, that word just keeps popping up. Following that service next week, the Power of 8 prayer group will be holding their monthly get-together downstairs, and all are welcome to attend. So, I also want to extend a great big thank you to the 12 volunteers that showed up and, is Penny around? Kicked butt on organizing the basement, packing away our Christmas decorations yesterday, and we really appreciate their time and energy. And this can make way for some repairs and renovations. I think that you'd be surprised at how many people it takes to make the Sunday service happen each week. We are hoping to find a few more volunteers to help us with the sound equipment, the PowerPoint, and the live stream. And training will be provided. We just need a willingness, no skill set whatsoever. We're willing to walk you through everything. And the reason for this is we get people to step up and help out. It kind of prevents the burnout from the few volunteers that show up here every Sunday. And, when you're doing stuff, you don't get the full, somebody give me a word, experience of enjoying the service. So the idea is to have rotating volunteers in these positions. Please see Eric or Laura Miller to find out more. We invite you to mark your calendars for Saturday, January 18th at 11:11. Noam Stark will be offering a 1-hour class on growing your intuition using oracle cards. You can see Noam after the service if you would like more information. Okay, so we're going to shift gears, doing something a little different, and we're going to ask, I was going to say all the board members, but I think it's just me and Eric here today. So all you board members, come on up. We're going to have a short town hall meeting. This isn't something we've done before, but we're starting to embark on our board planning for the new year, and we gave you a survey, and we're just going to have a short, Q&A. You have any questions? You have any comments? It's just a casual time of conversation. So we stopped the live streaming for a moment, and